Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. The full implications of the Miami Heat signing Zean to a contract. The Miami Heat signed guard Zean to an Exhibit 10 contract on Monday, paving the way for the young guard to potentially end up with Miami's G League affiliate. According to Heat insider Ira Winderman, Pullen will likely receive some guaranteed money from the Heat, and he cannot be signed away by another team. This clears the path for the Heat to keep Pullen as an option in the G League instead of him joining another franchise this offseason. Pullen entered Summer League on a two-way deal with the Heat, but Miami ended up waiving him in order to sign former first-round pick Josh Christopher to a two-way deal. Christopher had a massive showing in Summer League and helped lead Miami to a title in Las Vegas. Now, Pullen will get another chance to impress the Heat coaching staff and front office, and he could eventually earn a deal with the franchise in a future season or in the 2024-25 season if the Heat open up a roster spot for him. For now, it appears the most likely path for the former University of Florida guard is the G League. During the 2023-24 season at Florida, Pullen put up some impressive numbers. He averaged 15.5 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 4.9 assists per game while shooting 44.4% from the field and 44.9% from beyond the arc. After beginning his collegiate career at the University of California, Riverside, Pullen showed that he can produce at a high level in a bigger conference during his one season at Florida. A two-time All-Big West selection and a one-time All-SEC selection, Pullen certainly has an impressive resume as he enters the professional ranks. The Heat have a knack for finding undrafted players that end up contributing to their rotation, and Pullen could be the next player to join that club. In fact, Miami has found a solid guard from the Big West Conference before, as guard Gabe Vincent played in the conference for 4 seasons at the University of California, Santa Barbara. Vincent ended up helping Miami reach the NBA Finals in the 2022-23 season and eventually signed a major contract in free agency with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Heat would love it if Pullen can prove himself on his Exhibit 10 contract and eventually find his way onto their roster as a contributing player. Heat's biggest were concern after Summer League. In the 2024 NBA Draft, the Miami Heat made a pivotal decision by selecting 7-foot center Ware from Indiana with the 15th pick. Last season at Indiana, Ware had impressive stats, averaging 15.9 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 1.9 blocks per game, shooting 58.6% from the field and 42.5% from three. Ware's solid performance continued into the NBA 2K25 Summer League, where he played a crucial role in the Heat's championship run, notching 18 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game, while his field shooting percentage rose to 61.8%. Despite these promising statistics, Ware's transition into the NBA raises some concerns, particularly regarding his three-point shooting. While his college three-point shooting percentage appears strong at 42.5%, it's important to note this was derived from a relatively low volume, making only 17 of 40 attempts. Over his 2-year college career, Ware's three-point shooting average was 33.7%, a respectable figure for a center but perhaps not convincing enough to secure a starting role immediately. The potential shift in the Heat's lineup involves current center Bam Adebayo's expressed interest in moving to the power forward position, which would allow Ware to step into the starting center role. However, this transition might need reassessment given the complexities of NBA play. Miami's current setup benefits significantly from Nikola Jovic's ability to space the floor. Jovic's 39.9% three-point shooting complements Adebayo and Jimmy Butler, who are not primarily three-point shooters. This configuration aligns with successful strategies employed by other NBA teams. For example, the Boston Celtics and the Minnesota Timberwolves have effectively utilized pairs of big men who can both threaten from beyond the arc. The Celtics' Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford shot 37.5% and 41.9% respectively from three-point range, while the Timberwolves' Karl-Anthony Towns and Naz Reid posted three-point shooting percentages of 41.6% and 41.4%. These figures allow these players to operate effectively alongside another big, such as the Timberwolves' Rudy Gobert. Given the current landscape and the strategic setups of successful teams, it seems prudent for the Heat to maintain Ware in a more limited role off the bench as he continues to develop his game. This approach would allow Ware the time to adjust to the NBA's pace and space and to refine his skills without the immediate pressure of starting. Jimmy Butler should already have one foot out the door in Miami. Jimmy Butler has been the Miami Heat's main focus since he arrived in South Beach in 2019. He's taken this team to 3 conference finals, 2 NBA finals, and has overall been a major part of Miami's success. However, with Bam Adebayo's recent 3-year, $166 million extension, coupled with his impressive play during the 2024 Olympics, it appears the Heat are ready to recalibrate and make him the face of their team. This June, The Athletic reported that Butler would not sign an extension with the Miami Heat or any other team ahead of his opt-out clause in 2025. Pat Riley seemed reserved about committing to Butler when reporters asked him about the Butler extension this past May. When the topic of Butler's extension was brought up, Riley responded, "That's a big decision on our part to commit those kinds of resources unless you have somebody who's going to be there and available every single night. The fact of the matter is, the best ability is availability, and while Butler played 60 games last season, Adebayo played 71. Butler will also turn 35 before the start of next season. Adebayo, on the other hand, just turned 27. You could certainly argue that Jimmy is approaching the twilight phase of his career, while Bam is entering his true prime, as this year's Olympics have proven. Butler was eligible for a 2-year, $113 million extension this summer. However, if he waits until next summer, he can get more years on an even more lucrative contract. The Athletic's Shams Charania reported that, after opting out, Butler will have the option of a 4-year extension worth $243 million with his current team or a 3-year contract worth $171 million with another team. Butler is still one of the best two-way players in today's game when healthy. His run in Miami has been nothing short of historic. He set a franchise record with his 56-point performance against the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 4 during the 2023 playoffs. He's earned the nickname Playoff Jimmy and has cemented himself in Heat fans' hearts as one of the most talented competitors to ever come through South Beach. Yet all good things must come to an end. And if Adebayo and Butler could keep the Heat competitive while stepping on each other's toes the whole time? Imagine what this team could accomplish with a slight retooling. Keep in mind that Jimmy Butler left the Chicago Bulls after 6 seasons. As Jimmy prepares for his 6th, and possibly last, season with the Heat, there's certainly a lot at stake. True to Jimmy Butler's style though, he is betting on himself. All in all, it will be interesting to see how the season unfolds in Miami. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.